Hello, hello, hello. Hey there. If you are here watching this replay, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Svava Brooks. I am a trauma recovery coach, and I am usually live here on this YouTube channel once or twice a week. Lately, it's been more like once a week, and then, yeah, with everything that's going on in our world. But if you're curious and you're looking for support on your healing journey after abuse, trauma, or neglect, please visit my website, svavabrooks.com. I love to empower survivors with the tools, the information, and the resources that they need to heal and restore. This healing journey is so much harder when we are alone, so having a community and ongoing support makes all the difference. But if you're here with me right now, live, please say hello. Please let me know that you're here so I can welcome you. Like I said, it's been a little while, so I'm excited to see or see with anyone that is here. So hello. How are we? How are we? How are we? Lady Leo coming to us here from the frozen section. Yeah, she sent me a message saying that she was at the grocery store. All right, good job. Taking care of those needs, right? Getting some of the necessities. Hello, friend from Orange County. Tribal Zeus? Is that what that is? I'm glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to be with you. It's actually Susie. Well, thank you, Susie. You must have read my mind because I was like, I wonder if she has shared her name with us. So thank you. How are things going in Orange County and how are things going in Georgia? I can share from Portland, Oregon. We have clean air, finally. Finally, last week was a bit rough. You spell it Zeus because everyone calls you that eventually. Okay. Zeus. Okay. All right. So I know you're in the frozen section, food section, Lady Leo. Are you getting any bad weather over there? Any of the storms hitting you? I don't know what coast it's better to be on right now. It seems like just the world, it's a shit show right now. Let's just be honest, right? Things are hard. And some of you know, I posted in the group that last week it hit me hard. It's like, okay, COVID, I'll manage, right? And then Black Lives Matter. Okay, this is an important cause. We're doing this. I got this. And then the fires, and for some reason, because the air quality was so terrible and you couldn't get away from it, whether you were indoor or outdoor, I actually bought an not a humidifier, but I can't even think about it, to clean my air. And of course, everything was sold out, but we eventually got like just a filter that we taped on our fan. Very resourceful, but it still took a few days. And one night I woke up in the middle of the night, like I felt like I was having an anxiety attack because I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was just like smoke in the room and I could just taste the dust particles. So anyways, it's definitely what kind of pushed me over the edge. So I needed to step away from things, like walk my talk, right? I had to, all right, sweet body. All right, Svava, we're going to be okay. But I had to kind of turn inward and take care of my body and take care of myself and my family. And we're slowly coming back, slowly coming back. So thanks everybody for being patient. Thank goodness for the clean air. Yes, we're doing all right, but we feel like we're in a standstill. I hear you. I hear you, Suze. I hear you. All right. Just raining and cloudy. Thinking about trying Venus? Now I'm confused, Lady Leo. Hey, Sue. Sue reports the weather from UK, cold north winds and rain. Courtesy of Iceland. I'm sorry, my friend. Physically rubbing hands on arms to self-soothe. That's the first, the best place to start. Yeah, the words are not going to come out correctly today, I think. I've been doing okay. I've been doing some calls with some clients today, and we're doing all right. Talking has been working today. But yes, you're always welcome. Come as you are, right here. How are we doing? And that's exactly where I wanted to check in with you guys. Right. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am feeling better. Lady Leo, I hear you. The earth is a mess. You are considering Venus. Okay, keep us posted. Keep us posted on how that goes. Because I think we're all looking at our options right now. I swear, there's just no getting away from this. So, but how do we get away from it? We get away from it together, right? And coming here and being together and just getting to be honest a little bit about how we feel. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. So I'm curious, how are you guys holding up? Like I said, this poor body got triggered. Yeah, from feeling like I couldn't breathe. And then that triggered, a childhood memory that I then needed to process and be with. And it's been a while since things have gotten triggered like that. So it's, this body, like so many other bodies that have been through trauma, sometimes we don't know what's going to hit that button or bring about that trigger. And for me, the triggers are usually physical. It's like a somatic memory. So it wasn't scary, but I was glad that it came up. And I actually happened to be going into I was doing a 3-day TRE, advanced TRE training last weekend. And I was so grateful that, I was doing a lot of tremoring, a lot of tension and trauma release exercises for that weekend. So I got a lot of support. So basically, just anybody who doesn't know, tension and trauma releasing exercises. So I got to tremor a lot. This body got to shake a lot. And it felt so good. And it was interesting. I've been tremoring for about 5 years, but I had some things move in my body that had never moved before. So I was excited about that. So, and again, not surprised that it's going to take ongoing months, years for this precious body to release all the tension patterns that it has clung to. Because for so long, I lived in a very dissociated and a frozen state because it was not safe in my house growing up. So this body did what it could to keep me safe. And that was just disconnecting. Sue says, I'm pretty up and down at the moment. Had a couple of really rough days with a better one in between. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. We take those good ones, right? When we get those good ones, yes. I got my hand on my heart here for you. If you want to join me or anybody else would like to join me in that. Bringing some warmth and comfort to our bodies. It helps. It helps. It does help. Bring in our present to this moment, right? Then we can distract the mind a little bit, who is spinning a little bit. What if, those worst case scenarios. If we can come right here, right now. Right here, right now, I'm connecting with my friends online, dropping into my heart. Welcome, friend. Connecting with Sue. And like I said, if any of you want to join me in doing this, as I think about Sue, I think of her smile. Always think of her blue hair. I'm sorry, aqua blue. Hey, Lynn, welcome, friend. We're just holding a space for whatever we're feeling in this moment. So how are you doing? And then I'm going up the list here. I'm connecting with Denise. I appreciate your sweet comment, Denise, that you are glad that I am better. That's appreciated. And then Lady Leo, we're connecting with. She is planning an escape to Venus, I think. She's going to keep us posted. And then our friend Susie in Orange County. She's been rubbing her hands on her arms and rocking. These are all good things that bring us comfort, that bring this body comfort. Thank you. Oh, and there is Rob. Hey, Lynn, nope, you're not late. You're right on time. Right on time. We are just taking it slow today. And here we are connecting with Lynn. And we are connecting with Rob. When I say your name, I see your faces. And it warms my heart. And there is our friend Sharon. All right, and EJ is hiding in the corner. Thank you, EJ, just for peeking out for a minute. So I don't know about you, but just being intentional here to connecting with all of you guys. I could feel the warmth in my heart. It helps us. It helps these bodies, our bodies, to know that there are people out there we can connect with, connect to, right? Because when we are stressed, overwhelmed, right, we pull inward and disconnect. So, another quick tip. And I've said to you guys, some of you more than others, Rob stoking fire. Okay, are you camping, my friend? But I have shared with you guys, right? Whenever you feel alone and you're struggling, all you have to do is to drop into your heart. Think of me, and you will find me there. You will find me there in your heart. And what's helped me and been my self-care over the last, it seems like I've been leaning on that for a while now. I'm doing, when I go to bed, I do a little bit of TRE, because it's been very nice that I can just kind of, add it. So I go to bed, I put my knees up, which is the tremoring position, and just let my body shake, shake, shake out a little bit of tension for the day, from the day. And then I tend to give myself Reiki, and I work my way. I put my hands, I start with putting my hands on my feet to get grounded, because, right, I don't know if, right, most of us get stuck up here when we get worried. So I put my hands on my feet, start by doing Reiki there, and then I place my hands on my knees, and then I work my way up my body with my hand placements, and usually I fall asleep before I even reach the head. So it's been very soothing. You're welcome. Yes, drop into your heart. I will be there. I will be there, Susie. That's great. Rob, explain post-trauma growth. I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear that. And what I was going to say and add to, when I call in Reiki, I know not everybody is a fan of that, and that's okay. When I call in Reiki for myself, I also always think of all of you guys. So, as you guys know, my religion is love. So when I call in love for me, I also call in love for the people I'm connected to and thinking about and caring about. I know, Denise, you're not rambling, silly. You are smarty pants. We're on to you. We know you. We know who you are. Lynn, wink, wink. Good. Good, Lynn. Was Wanda hiding from you, Rob? I don't believe it. Don't believe it. So I had posted in our group that no that we were just going to connect and share, but I want to share because Lady Leo did post a comment to share. So I want to share it with you guys because the topic of our day today, 268. And then I'm curious to hear from you guys after, but what I had shared in our group when I said, hey, if anybody's around, if you guys want to meet later, why don't we talk about, you know, what is something that we're using for coping? What is your coping strategy right now and that is working? Because it's very helpful when we share what's working. We give each other ideas, encouragement, and support, right? So think about that, guys, for a minute. What are you doing right now? Excuse me. That is helping you cope with the uncertainty and the upheaval of change in our routine and life because of all the things that I mentioned earlier, okay? But today, the topic of today was about if you grew up with a narcissistic parent, right? You might have been punished or called selfish. Anytime you as a child, right, maybe asked for what you needed, chances are your parent accused you of being selfish. And why is that, right? I don't know. I think most of us here know a narcissist or two or on somewhere on that spectrum, right? Because their needs always come first, no exception. And this is incredibly hard on children, right? It teaches us that we have no value, no worth. So the question that I asked, or let me back up here, right? When it teaches us that we have no value or worth, then we grow up not knowing our value or worth. And for a lot of us, this was my struggle for sure. I grew up in this adult body, right? And I struggled terrible, right? With boundaries, asking for what I needed, saying no, right? Because when we don't get those things mirrored to us and we're respected and encouraged to explore our stages of development and setting boundaries, all those good things that we need growing up, we struggle. We simply don't know how. And so now the good news is there is way that we can learn. And this is where I'm a big fan of both self-care, right? Learning to take care of our bodies and our basic needs as humans is how we kind of heal ourselves, because the more we care for ourselves and we learn how to do those things, it actually gives us self-esteem. And when we start to do those things with kindness and warmth for ourselves, it's how we build compassion, right? I'm practicing good self-care because I care about my body. I care about who I am. That's how I show myself my own value or worth. I respect and value my body. Right. And the other way that I'm a big fan of is through inner child work, right? Because those wounded parts, that inner child, that inner little girl or little boy that lived inside of you is still there. And so much of the hurt and the feelings that are showing up in our lives often are triggered because there is a younger hurt part of you that hasn't gotten to express that need. There's still that unmet need that didn't get met in childhood. But you, as an adult today, you can reparent yourself. You can meet the need of that part today. Right? We can't change things, can't go back, change things that happened. But we can support that part in knowing that wasn't your fault. And I'm sorry that you feel inept or bad, that you don't know how to do certain things, right? I had to do a lot of comforting for myself because I was kind of embarrassed as a grown woman. There were things that I was like, I don't know how to do these things. But then with, it's okay, sweet Svava, it's okay. Of course you don't know how to do those things. Of course you don't. But I am here now and I will show you. And if we don't know how, I can ask for support. I can ask for help and we can learn. It's never too late to learn. So the questions that I had asked today, what are all the things that you need in your relationships at this point in your life? And what are the things that you need in your career at this point in your life? So Lady Leo commented, she said, the things I need currently in the relationships I have is loyalty, trust, and honesty. I need people around me that are not judgmental and have my best interest at heart. That will not only listen to hear me, but comprehend so they can understand me. Career-wise, I believe I need a mentor or a coach. One of the things I'm saving for to invest in myself. That's great, Lady Leo. That's great. I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure most of us here would say, yeah, those are pretty important values in my book as well, right? Trust, just be honest with me, right? And, right, yes, non-judgmental. Oh, please. Most of us, we judge ourselves way harder than anybody else could. So yeah, I don't need your judgment. I got that handled. And actually, I am happy to report that I also got somewhat a handle on the judgment. Not nearly as hard on myself as I used to. So thank you, Lady Leo, for sharing that. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. That's right. Yep. Let's see. Lynn says here, I do reparent myself, but my parenting style tends to mimic my parents. I hear you, Lynn. I hear you, right? Because yes, that's what these body does. This temple that we have, this home, it does what it saw done growing up. And so this is where we can intervene a little bit, be kind and gentle with ourselves, because sometimes we see, oh my goodness, I am doing something that I swore I would never do. And when we catch ourselves doing that, we can say, okay, all right, I know where it came from. I know why. And I can change. I can make a difference. I can choose something else. So, and Lynn also says here, personally, I need companionship. Professionally, I need my state to listen to me. I hear you. High five, my friend. You would have that state in shape in a heartbeat, right? If they would just listen to you. I tried to reparent myself like I was the parent I wish I had. Good, Lynn. Yes. Yes. That's what we're all trying to do. That's what we're all trying to do. Oh, hey. Hey, Ricky. Hey, friend. How are you doing? You snuck in here. I didn't see. How are you, my friend? It's been a while. Lynn, you are hilarious. Your body may be a temple, but mine is more like an amusement park. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are a riot. You are so funny. You are so funny. I'm scrolling up here since I clearly missed a couple comments. Denise says Reiki and I have a bit of a love-hate relationship. I hear you, Denise. I hear you. Any healing practice can be that way, right? We can both like it and enjoy it, and then not like it and enjoy it because, right, it brings to our awareness things that, whether we're ready or not, here it comes, right? So I get it. I get it, my friend. Oh, Ricky says, got a muscle strain. Oof. Be gentle with yourself. Are you icing? Is it ice or heat? I never remember which. Breaking patterns is really hard. Yes, it is. It is hard. It's like it takes a lot of, okay, I'm going to get on this one. I'm going to catch it this time. And for a while we don't catch it until afterwards, and then it's like, oh, I missed it again. Oh, I missed it again. I missed it again. And then we are closer and closer to catching it. And then we start to catch ourselves in the moment of it. Right? This is where mindfulness or meditation can help. And that was the other thing I was going to share. It's like, I'm not meditating for 30 minutes like I used to. I'm only giving myself 10 minutes. You're good. 10 minutes. If you can sit for 10 minutes, that's good. So, but it certainly helps, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. Awesome, Lynn. Awesome, Lynn. You are such a powerhouse, my friend. You are a powerhouse. You're on your way to the car? Okay. All right. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel and the eyes on the road. Okay, ice for the first 72 hours, 20 minutes every 3 hours, and then heat after 3 days for muscle strain. All right, Ricky, you're getting some great advice here. It's interesting. I will listen to my body, you know, if I have an ache or something, but I will, sometimes my body wants heat and sometimes my body likes ice. So also just, yeah, notice, what is my body asking for right now? What does it need? What does it need? So yes, Rob, me too. Lynn, you could be a stand-up comedian. You are funny. So funny. Oh, Rob, you didn't see it, Denise? She made a comment on here earlier about you and you didn't see it. Well, I'm not going to scroll up there, then I'll lose track. So guys, did you hear my request? I put it out there. What are your coping strategies right now? What's helping? What is helping? Like I said, I shared with you guys TRE, Reiki, meditation is helping. I'm so glad I went for a walk today, and I've been able to work out again because the air quality was so bad that you know, in or out, we couldn't get away from it. So I couldn't work out at all. And this body likes moving. So what is your go-to right now? How are you coping? Sue, I said here, I had a sore back yesterday, rest and some TRE. Nice. Nice. Lynn, fall down comedian. You are silly. And Rob says, I'm the baddest man alive. Well, how do you mean? How do you mean you're baddest? Lynn says music, art, writing, turning away from TV and mainstream media. Yes, that's why I haven't been seen that much. Yes, yes. Walking outside helps. EJ, not coping. Hey, my friend. I'm sorry. How did your appointment go today? Can I ask? Can I ask publicly? You can also just say nope and answer me later. I know, we're here with you, my friend. We're here with you. Can you guys hear my loud sighs? I'm doing it on purpose. If anybody wants to join me, inhale, and when you exhale, take a big sigh, unaudible. I know it may sound weird, but actually using, Sue would know all about this, using our vocal cords. Using our vocal cords creates actually, just like TRE with the shaking, there's something that gets movement in our throat. So it actually activates the vagus nerve, which is the part of our vagus nerve that helps us to connect, is right here. This is why I keep doing this when we're together. I'm rolling my hands down my arms, feeling the warmth from my hands. I hear you. I had Kevin, he jumped on top of my laptop when I was teaching a TRE group class on Monday. Is it Monday? I think it was. And so here also, I'm going to show you guys a somatic hug. And so I don't know, EJ, if this, you can join us in this, but I'm putting one hand underneath my armpit tight here, and then I'm grabbing the other shoulder. All right, Lady Leo, eyes on the road. And just holding like this, you can make it tight if that helps. Or just holding for a little bit. This is a hug or a hold. That helps us when we are feeling numb or frozen. Right? So you should maybe give it a try sometime. And when you drop it down, see if something has shifted. Denise says, I can say that I'm doing a version of square breathing. I brought a sand hourglass to focus on at work to try and help slow down for a moment. Beautiful, Denise. Beautiful, right? If we can just get a moment, just a moment. I'm sorry, EJ, shifted something that I don't think was good to shift, shutting down. Hey, my friend. I'm sorry. I know it is hard. And as you guys can see here, I'm stretching my neck. And we stretch these muscles here and drop our shoulders and push them back. Then we can intervene on our nervous system that otherwise, right? When our fight or flight gets activated, we pull in, we curl up, and that sends a message to the mind. Something's going on, we're not safe, right? 80% comes from the body to the mind, 20% comes from the mind to the body. So much of what we're responding to is sensory information from the body. And if the body starts to hide, right? Lynn says, I hide. Then we can notice, do the best we can to notice, right? We can't always catch it. But if we can drop our shoulders and push them back, stretch our neck. Yep, that's right, Lynn. Most triggers are physical nature. Yep. And that's where it's so powerful, even though it can be so hard. I hear you, EJ. I hear you. I understand, right? So guys, can we share with EJ some of our moments, or just like, yep, we've had those moments when our mind tells us, to hell with this, I'm done. Yep, it sucks to feel this way. Thank you, Lynn. I'm taking some loud, deep breaths. I'm hoping some bodies can hear this body. Pulling in breath, holding it for 1, 2, 3, and then exhaling. And while our mind may be coming at us to do our best, I don't know what mantras or what statements help you, but what helps me a lot and helped me so much was I kept saying, that was then, this is now. That was then, this is now. Right now, it's saying F all of this. Yes, I hear you, EJ. I hear you. And I'm so sorry. It's hard. You're not alone, my friend. You are not alone. We hear you. We see you. Yep. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, anybody else feeling overwhelmed lately? I know this body felt overwhelmed. Yep. And instead of judging myself for feeling that way or feeling like I had wasn't good enough or I should be better or feel better or that shouldn't be happening, I came to my body and reminded myself, I am here now, I am here now, I am here now. I hear you, EJ. I wondered if you would catch that. Yep. We can also try some tapping, of course. Even though I am feeling to hell with this all, I don't want to do this anymore. This is too hard. Even though this sucks right now, right? It sucks. But even though this is hard, right? I am here now. I am here now. I am here now. Even though this is hard right now, I am here now. I am here now. I am here now. And if it works for you, even if this is hard, this is very hard, I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, I still love and accept myself. Even though the critical thoughts, the heavy feelings, the weights on my shoulders, the weight on my chest, even though I can feel all those overwhelming symptoms in my body, I still love and accept myself. I hear you, Denise. Too many days. Yeah. It sucks. This has been hard for way too long. We didn't sign up for this. This is hard. Yes. I'm overtired. I am overwhelmed. Even though I'm feeling emotional, even though I'm feeling aggressive one moment and nothing the next, I'm here now, I'm here now, I'm here now. Even though I'm feeling overwhelmed, I am here now, I am here now, I am here now. Even though I've been shutting down lately, I'm accepting myself. Even though shifting this stuff is very hard, I'm here now, I am here now, I am here now. Whew. This is working on me. I don't know about you guys. I can feel my energy moving. Even though this sucks. This is a shit show. What's going on in our world right now? This is hard. It's upsetting. It's painful. It makes me angry. It makes me mad. It makes me frustrated. It's duck and unfair for so many people. What's going on? Even though all that is here and true and real, I still love and accept myself. Whew. My fingers are buzzing. Shifting stuff is hard. Coping is hard. Yes, it is so hard at times. Yes. Sharon, We are with you, my friend. We are thinking of you. Keeping our fingers crossed for you. You're welcome, Susie. You're welcome. Whatever works for you, my friends, right? I'm sharing tips and tricks and tools with, every call that I'm on lately. Let's try this one today, right? Let's try this one today. And another thing that I'm doing lately, I'm putting on my favorite music. And I saw that Lady Leo shared that she's putting on her playlist. I'm putting on my music and I'm dancing. I have a playlist with songs that make me want to dance, and I'm dancing. Even when I don't feel like dancing, I'm dancing. I'm putting on the music and I'm getting my body moving. And after a bit, I can't help it. My mood shifts. And again, because it's what I know, that when I start to feel bad and sad and I curl forward, the message to my mind is we feel bad, we feel bad, we feel bad, we feel bad, right? So I put on my Wonder Woman pose, hands on hips, shoulders back and down, open my chest. And I keep bringing myself back to the present moment. And I want to share with you guys what I painted last weekend. That's also what's helping me being in the moment lately. I'm painting or doodling almost every day. There you go. So I painted this last weekend. She came to me Friday night after one day of TRE. This is a red for root chakra, and there was green. I was wondering, why am I making her head green? And then it came to me because that's the heart chakra. So I had a lot of fun making her. And then she came to me in the dream that night with some message. So we've had some chats, her and I here. So that's how I'm coping, my friends. Yes, thank you. I'm starting to, because I'm painting more and more. I have them all over the place. There's a few I want to hang up, but that's how I am coping, because I'm not watching the news. I'm not watching the news. I'm not watching the news. Like, nope. Taking care of me, my body, and my heart. It's a full-time job for us, my friends, right now. So, and if our capacity to do things before was here, right? It's okay if what we're producing or keeping up with or doing is down to here, right? So I thought it was perfect that the card, thank you, Susie, that the card I pulled for us today, I feel like I'm very much living by this lately. One day she woke up and decided to be less complicated. So, something for us to think about. How can we just do our best to simplify our schedule, simplify our calendar, simplify our routines, and by all means, doing something every day that brings you joy, right? your to-do list. How am I doing mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, right? And how am I moving my body today? What am I doing for my mental state today? And who am I connecting with today? Right? So a lot of turning to ourselves, making sure that we are taking good care of our homes, our bodies. Because when our bodies don't feel so good, we don't feel so good. And when we're hurting, chances are we might be harder on ourselves. We may be judging ourselves even more. We maybe are snapping at the people who need us or are dependent on us, right? We are in that fight or flight. So it's kind of important right now that we be very, very gentle with ourselves, my friends. Thank you, Sue. Yep. It's a good one, right? How can we simplify things? How can we simplify things? Oh, I hear you, EJ. Totally snapped at your son. I hear you. That's what happens when we're at our wits' end. Literally, we're at the end of our rope. and we snap because it's scary to be at the end of that rope. So how can we pull back, have more rope, give ourselves more, do our best, and just focus on our self-care, nothing else, right? What are you eating, drinking, resting, and moving, and painting? There you go. Thank you, Lynn. Less complicated, staying in bed, eating cookies, being brain dead. Doesn't get less complicated than that. There you go, Sue, right? Singing, yes. Well, and here's the thing, my friends, self-care, right? If we try to, what is self-care? Is something that nurtures you, that gives to you, that doesn't empty you, right? That doesn't drain you. And then I know for some of us, like I had no idea what self-care was for a long time because I was used to giving and giving and giving and giving and running on empty. So what is it that Svava needs? What brings me joy? What feels good to this body? So oh my goodness, Lynn, you are hilarious. Thank you, Lady Leo. Have a great weekend as well, my friend. I love to sing too. And I'm happy to report actually that when I paint, I start to sing. So I actually think that painting and singing is somewhere linked up for me. So at least it brings me joy. There you go, Sue. But it's good, right? It's good for our breathing. It moves the energy in our throat, gets our muscles shaking, and that is, and gets you, breathing deeply. So it's good for you. Well, sweet friends, thank you so much for being here. Oops, my alarm ringing. It was so good to be here with you all. Good to see you, my friends. Please be gentle with yourselves. Take good care of yourselves this weekend, and I look forward to being here with you guys next week. All right? All right, all right, all right. Take care. See you next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, will do. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, thank you. Bye, everyone. Be safe. Take care. Bye, guys.